Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. If you live in Southern California, you know our weather is absolutely incredible, pretty much all year round. But, that same gorgeous sunshine brings out some very uninvited guests. Today, we're tackling a major San Diego nuisance, and we're going to help you reclaim your yard from aggressive yellow jackets.
So picture this. You've set up the absolute perfect backyard barbecue. The grill is firing, you're enjoying a cold drink, and then, seemingly out of nowhere, a swarm just appears. Total panic sets in, right? People are swatting, they're running away, covering their food. Well, today we're figuring out exactly what is flying around your food, why they are just so persistent, and what you can actually do about it without putting your family in danger.
Here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. 1. Visual ID. 2. The Lookalikes. 3. San Diego timeline. 4. Hidden nests. 5. The threat level. And finally, 6. Safe action steps.
All right, let's dive right in with Section 1, Visual ID, knowing your enemy.
Now, when you see a buzzing insect, your first instinct might be to just turn and run. But if you look closely, yellow jackets actually have a very distinct uniform. They're about 1/2 inch to 5/8 of an inch long, so just slightly larger than your average honeybee. You're going to look for that unmistakable bright yellow and black striped pattern on their abdomen. But listen, here is the real dead giveaway. Notice that incredibly narrow, pinched waist connecting their thorax and abdomen. You'll also see a yellow face with black markings, really short antennae, and clear wings that they hold perfectly flat against their body when they're resting. It's a very sleek, almost aerodynamic wasp-like look.
Moving on to Section 2, the lookalikes. Don't be fooled. San Diego has quite a few stinging insects, and honestly, people confuse them all the time. But there is a stark contrast between yellow jackets and paper wasps. Yellow jackets are stocky, they are highly aggressive, and they actively scavenge for human food while keeping their nests completely enclosed in walls or the ground. Paper wasps, on the flip side, are much slimmer. If you see them flying, they have these long legs that just dangle below them. They build those open, umbrella-shaped nests right under your eaves. And the best part about paper wasps? They're generally pretty docile. Unless you directly threaten their nest, you can usually coexist safely from a distance. Yellow jackets? Yeah, not a chance.
Next up, let's compare them to honeybees. Please, whatever you do, don't confuse yellow jackets with these guys. Honeybees are round, they're fuzzy, and they have this sort of golden brown color. They don't have those sleek, bright yellow and black stripes. Honeybees are just foragers looking for flower pollen. They literally couldn't care less about your sandwich meat or your soda. So if it's fuzzy and visiting your flowers, just leave it alone. Honeybees are absolutely crucial pollinators, and they are completely protected in California.
Finally, we've got bald-faced hornets. Now, confusingly enough, these are technically a type of yellow jacket, but their look and behavior are totally different. They're larger, mostly black with white markings on their face and body. Instead of hiding away in the ground, they build these massive, really impressive gray, papery nests that hang from trees or structures. Sometimes they're golf ball-sized, but they can get much, much bigger. They will fiercely defend those hanging nests, but they're out there hunting other insects, not scavenging at your picnic table.
All right, Section 3, San Diego timeline, the ticking clock.
Notice how the danger completely escalates throughout the year here. In spring, roughly March to May, queens emerge from hiding and start brand new nests from scratch. At this point, you might just see a single scout flying around. But by summer, June through August, the population just explodes. This is when that really aggressive scavenging begins. By fall, September to November, the nests hit their peak size. The colony is desperately harvesting food to prep for winter, making them hyper-aggressive. And finally, in winter, most of the workers die off, but the newly mated queens survive, hiding out in protected places, sometimes literally inside your home, just waiting to start the whole cycle over again next spring.
And during those summer months, the situation builds so incredibly fast. By midsummer, a single nest can hold anywhere from 500 to 1,000 workers. As that colony grows, the food competition inside the nest skyrockets. That is exactly why they become so insanely aggressive at your outdoor dining tables. They literally have 1,000 hungry mouths to feed back home.
Which brings us to Section 4, hidden nests, where they lurk.
With numbers that high, you really need to know where these colonies are hiding. Yellow jackets love protected, sheltered spaces. We're talking wall voids and cavities right inside your home, attics and crawl spaces. They absolutely love nesting under soffit and fascia boards, inside hollow wooden posts on your deck, or even beneath playground equipment and patio furniture. Sometimes, they'll even set up shop inside an empty barbecue grill or outdoor storage box. What starts in the spring as a tiny nest the size of a golf ball can rapidly balloon by midsummer into a massive structure the size of a basketball. So spotting them early is absolutely crucial.
But listen, this is probably the most terrifying hiding spot: ground nests in soil or mulch. They are practically invisible until it is way too late, because they often build near foundations or right in the lawn. Just mowing your grass or having the kids run through the yard can trigger a massive, unseen swarm. You literally will not see them until you step on them, and the vibration sends them pouring out of the ground to defend their turf.
Section 5. The threat level. Why they're dangerous.
Let's break down exactly why these guys are such a hazard. First, multiple stings. Unlike a honeybee that stings once and dies, a yellow jacket has a smooth stinger. That means a single wasp can and will sting you repeatedly in one encounter. Even if you aren't allergic, multiple stings can trigger some really severe reactions. Second, predatory food aggression. They aren't just casually visiting your picnic. They are relentlessly hunting for meat, fish, soda, and sweet foods to drag back to the colony. And third, defensive swarming. If you even accidentally walk a little too close to a hidden nest, dozens of workers will immediately emerge and attack. So, what do we do about it? Section 6. Safe action steps. What to do next.
If you just see a few scouts buzzing around the yard, your absolute first priority is to cut off their food supply immediately. You don't want them reporting back to the colony that your patio is an all-you-can-eat buffet. So, keep all food and drinks covered when you're eating outside, use tightly sealed trash cans, and get that garbage out of there regularly. If you feed your pets outside, clean up their bowls right away. And if you have fruit trees, make sure you're picking up any fallen, fermenting fruit from the ground. Oh, and late in the summer, definitely keep your doors and windows closed so they don't wander inside.
Now, what if you actually find the nest itself? Listen, this is the most critical piece of advice in this entire explainer. Do not attempt to destroy it yourself. Please, whatever you do, do not grab a can of DIY wasp killer from the hardware store and start spraying. DIY sprays will merely enrage the colony, you will trigger a swarm, and drastically increase your risk of being stung multiple times. Plus, it almost always results in missed nests and incomplete eradication anyway. Just don't do it.
Instead, you need to follow this golden rule. Keep children and pets far, far away from the area and contact a pest control professional immediately. A pro has the heavy-duty protective equipment, the specialized training, and the actual right treatments to completely wipe out the nest without putting your family at risk. And here in San Diego, especially during peak season, professionals can often handle yellow jacket nests with just a single same-day visit.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. Are you prepared to safely spot and stop the next yellow jacket colony before it completely takes over your yard? We've seen how fast these things escalate, right? From just one spring queen to 1,000 hyper-aggressive scavengers hiding right under your patio furniture. Keep the tips from this explainer in mind the next time you step outside. Stay super vigilant about where they hide, and most importantly, know exactly when it's time to call in the pros. Don't let these aggressive scavengers ruin your San Diego summer. Until next time, stay safe out there and keep observing.